we're going to try to make another video here, and made several notes because everybody wanted me to make sure I said things that, talked about things that we wrote about, basically, so to speak. You see on the world news that when you click in and ask for the fourth race, you come up with a video of me. And we told the truth about what I am, okay, my fingerprints and everything, and the mixtures that I am to make me up as a whole person. We wrote that, okay? So we want you to understand because we made a video yesterday and explained to you a little bit about the thunderings. And I told you about witnesses that saw the thunderings and when I was in St. Thomas and when I was in Miami in particular trying to, they were trying to get me back home over here where I'm from. And actually, everybody wanted to make sure that we tell you that we told the truth about those things, okay? I was kidnapped when I was 10. Everybody knows that. It was a sting operation to try to catch all the bad people that tried to hurt us all and take our things. And I am actually what they consider the fourth race. I'm a mixture of all those things. And we wanted you to know that, okay? So, and I couldn't possibly have all those titles if I weren't. Okay? We're royal, and we actually told the truth, okay? So, I wanted you to know that. And, what's more, we're going to talk about the thunderings, more things about that, which we will. I made some notes to make sure that everybody was happy that we mentioned things that so you would understand that we actually did tell the truth. My hat, I wanted to mention that too. I told you that I was the first given the hat by my beloved cousins, my beloved husband and cousin Shabi, King Malcolm Shabtai Shabi, and our two other cousins, Vladimir, Nasik Vladimir, Putin, and Nasik Dmitry, yeah, of Russia. And as it's a Russian bear, and there were only two hats. They only had two hats, and the bad people that tried to hurt us all tried to take both of the hats that were there, and they were arguing and being really mean to me and everything. I was a little girl, and there were only like two hats left. Anyway, so and this one's mine. Not to cause confusion here, because people might not understand, except for where I picked my hat up. I picked my hat up in Edernay. Okay, this time it was well taken care of, and donned it. I put it on. So in case anybody wants to know, and our cousins told me when everybody saw me wear this hat, that everybody know that I would be Imperatrice of Russia, and my husband, King Malcolm Shabtai Shabi, everybody would know that he would be a Tsar of Russia, and so along with the other titles that we have, and I was very happy to put my hat on it, and some people in that said nobody ever wanted my hat until they saw me put it on. Yeah, because there were like two hats there, and one was mine. There were only two hats left, and one was mine. Okay, but actually there were only two hats, and this one's mine. And one was basically confusion, I guess. Maybe it really didn't confusion. Maybe I really don't know, but this one's mine. And so, but the bad people tried to take my hat, and they tried a lot of things, anyways. So, okay, and I was trying to scan around the room with the camera so you could see, this is like what we consider the semi-trophy room of our castle here. This is where I spent time as a little girl, and living here and everything. And the bad people came here and tried to take it over. Yeah, you can come and look at it and even stay here if you want. Like some castles are like that, but to see what it looks like, and to me it's still quite beautiful. But this is the semi-trophy room. I'll let you see something. It's a beautiful wall. See that light there? See that castle door? Big old lock. It has pictures. And you can see some of the furniture here. And things are really beautiful. They're all kept. You can see some things there. There are peacock feathers on the wall up there. You can see the sign and the hanging globes there. And Okay, I wanted to also mention some other things. We'll probably have to do the video again, but to mention about the animals. You see the page of the animals? Okay, we filmed those animals like a long time ago when we were kids. Yeah, like that cat, the Chinese cat, that's ours. The standing cat is ours too. A story about that is some lady had a cat, that cat, and he could stand. And so we ended up buying the cat and took him to the center of our very village kingdom. Um, and so that's ours. And we filmed other animals too. The man with the cow, isn't that cow cute? And the lady with the dog and the cupcakes. So we just wanted to mention that to you too. And which will lead me up to the birds. I'm going to mention the birds. Some weeks ago, you saw that a lot of birds fell out of the sky. We figured that they said they fell out of the sky, but there's no way we ever thought that. We thought that maybe after I had told the people about what the birds said here, that they poisoned those birds. One time particularly they did that, okay? And it was found out that they did it all the time over there. What happened was I told you that I was kidnapped by all the bad people that we mentioned, and we were still trying to catch them, and I had no memory, but my real name was going to come out, my real long name and everything. My real name was going to come out. See, because they actually did kidnap me. And they did a lot of bad things. All those bad people we mentioned, they did all those horrible things. And even people that we haven't mentioned to you were involved, that are very high-profile criminals that helped them to do things. You know, actually were caught and helped them to do bad things, to try to hurt us and everything, all their entourage. But every long story short, my name is real, what you see, and it's very, very long. And so the part they put on the ID was going to come out, okay? It was always been my name. And it was like just before everybody was supposed to start to really know with it being on my ID and everything, and he poisoned me. But this is what happened when I was over there, we're still trying to catch them, and lawfully and legally, and they were still trying to cover up what they had done to us and what they had done to me. On a Saturday, a Shabbat, some people saw me feeding animals, wild animals, the city birds and squirrels. Everybody knows they can be kind of tame. But they came up to my hand and they ate. The squirrel came to my hand and ate, and the birds came to my hand and ate. That's almost like all over the world that happens to me, where the birds do that, basically. And the squirrel took a cookie from me. That Sunday, after Shabbat's on Saturday, the Sunday, they poisoned the birds. But they tried to make something up with some kind of attack on the people in the subway. Then it came out later that they had poisoned, and all the birds were dead. They came out later that they had actually poisoned the birds, and they did it all the time. They poisoned those birds on a Sunday. They poisoned me on a Monday. And those birds were dying. And they had to give me the same poison. Some office had over there that those people said they would fight me from. When I was kidnapped, they said they would fight me from this office that didn't exist. When I was kidnapped, they told me. Later on, the office existed, and they did do that. And I remembered people that they had sent over here to our home that harassed us and everything, that were involved in that office. One of their offices, they poisoned me with candy. And the poison with candy. And it made me really, really sick. Now, candy in a dish? Yes, they did. And so, but in the week I was supposed to pick up my document so people would know that this is really my name. But they were trying to kill me to keep it from happening. I almost died from that poison. So to make a long story short, but I was sick for a long time with that. I was sick for a long time, and when I ate that poison, so the middle they poisoned the birds on a Sunday, they poisoned me on a Monday, the birds died, and you're picking the birds up and everything, and I'm going to tell you another ability that I have. I'm able to communicate with animals. Don't think that it's not possible. There are lots of people. Animal doctors do that. Okay, an animal cannot tell a doctor that this hurts or that hurts. Okay, so please be realistic, all right? Please don't be so non. I'm not trying to be angry with you, but I'm trying to make you understand. Okay, so also it's written in the Tanakh that be careful how you revile the king in your chambers, for a bird may tell it. That means that birds can talk, they can communicate, and they tell things. Okay, they're guardians of God. Actually, birds are. So they saw me feed the birds by hand on a Saturday on a Shabbat. Somebody told it. People saw it. They poisoned the birds on that Sunday, and so many that stopped their subway for like 3 or 4 stops. Then they poisoned me on a Monday. I almost died from that poison. And so to make a long story short, then I picked up a document, that tells everybody that the name you see is really my name, and it's my real name, and so it's really long, and so the birds here some weeks ago. It was actually on a Shabbat. They had done it like a few weeks earlier. They said that, and I'm going to say it how the birds actually say it. They said, if anybody bothers you or your husband or any of you, they said that they would eat. The birds actually said they would kill. They would eat. And they said, and God said, and God said that they could. I'm tapping it because the computer is. It keeps this, so I can see the screen, but and so the bird said, and God said we can tell that, and we know that, and you can say something, and we know that nobody can hurt us because we'll get our job done because God said that we'll be able to. Well, it's written in the Tanakh, in the Torah, that birds do serve God in that purpose, that way. Jezebel, her whole entire household, a really bad, wicked woman who caused her husband to die, her whole entire household, they were devoured. They were eaten by birds, they fell by the sword, and they were eaten by wild beasts. Okay, so now you understand. The birds wanted me to tell, so I did tell. And after I told on the security line, you see when we write the page, it'll say, you can check this security phone, security line. And we don't care if they listen to us because we're not bad people. We're honest and we tell the truth, and we're very good. For the Holy Ones of the Most High, we're good people. And so we're not doing anything bad. We wanted to catch them legally because everyone's harassing us, and we're minding our own business. And we're not doing anything bad to anybody. And then after I left that message in the security line, those birds, they said fly out of the sky, but nobody ever believed those birds fly out of the sky. They were beaten and everything. I have visions too, so I saw that people beat them after they poisoned them or whatever. I do have visions. And it's one of the things we wrote to you, but some things I can do. They're gifts from our God. We showed you our family members, some of the things that they can do. Our cousin, the Sikh David, he saw that people hurt him. He can actually do that. We were there at the filming. He can actually do those things. Our cousin Yuri Geller, he can do those things. And we showed you other relatives that you couldn't see very well. When they were melting the cup in Russia, they can do those things too. God gives gifts to people. And we are the Holy Ones of the Most High, and we believe in our God, and there's nothing, we know that our God tells the truth. We believe only in our God. We don't believe in anything else but our God. So I'm not going to have to make this video over again, but I just wanted to let you know some of the things. I am a mixture of all those things that we told you that I am, and it makes me out to be the only one like me. My husband's like me, but he's white-skinned and he's Caucasian. I look this way, and my fingerprints say that I should look at I'm Chinese or Japanese. I have a lot of Chinese blood in me. We explain that to you, and all of it is royal. That's why I'm Empress of China. And my fingerprints say I'm Asian. We're also related to the Japanese royal family. That's her aunt and uncle, Emperor and Empress of Japan. That's my husband. My husband is my first cousin. Okay, and you see Leon, that's her first cousin too. And so and so we just wanted to explain that to you. There's a house in our Chinese line that was connected to our ancestor Solomon. House of Song. Song of Songs. And so I just wanted to say that to you. There are other things that we want to mention to you. We'll make another video when we can, but basically we're going to put this up and then we'll talk to you later, okay? So try to have a wonderful Shabbat, and we'll make another video soon and try to show you more of our beautiful castle here. The bad people tried to overtake it and take it from us, everything. And those bad people really did all kinds of things, and they were just working for their bad people to try to hurt us and take our things. Oh, another thing I'm going to tell you something too, because we're going to make you understand that we're the good people. We hear all the time that people say things about us. We want people to understand that we're the holy people, holy ones of the Most High. The Book of Daniel speaks about, and our kingdom lasts forever and be spread among other people.